Hello, good evening, and welcome to the tea room on a Tuesday. I hope we're all well. Could be a bit car crashy tonight because unless T joins us, I'm on my own because Brian can't make it, and I feel a bit rough. I ain't got full blown cold or anything yet, but I just feel shivery and a bit shit. So it could be a bit car crashy, but there you go. Hope everybody is well. Let's bring the normal guests in. There we go, little cherubs. But so T may join us. Right, let's have a look. Okay, let's go. Good evening, Chili Badger. How you doing? Watch Prentice. Good evening, all. No, I'm not coming to London on Saturday, Shove. I spent far too much money on my trip upcoming to Dublin in June. I've got a Dublin in June. And my job's due to finish very soon, so I need to find a new one. So I'm trying to save a bit of money. I had to get the tickets for Neil Young, and but for Neil Young because he was on my bucket list, and he's 78, and it'll probably be, I'd imagine, the last trip he'll do anywhere near me. So it was a must, and of course with the hotel and flights and trains and stuff like that. So I'm trying to save a bit of money. If I came on Saturday, I'd have to put the dogs in on the Friday night to look after them. And then to make the most of it, I'd probably have to come out on the Saturday night as well, which means the dogs would stay over Saturday night. There's your 40, 50 quid straight away, plus the hotel, plus the train, plus everything else. So no, I won't be going, but I'm glad you can make it, mate. My H, friend of the show. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Stephen L. Upvoted. Cockney greetings from East London. Thank you, Stephen. Good evening. In Vacanza. Good evening. My H again. Good evening, all upvoted. I can't remember we said hello to Steve. Good evening, all. Thanks, Steve. I can't remember whether I said anything to you. So there you go. Watch Prentice, Stephen L. You mean East London? Yeah, Stephen L. You've never actually said before. You've never even hinted about where you are in the world. So well picked up there, Steve. Evening, Ray. How you doing, mate? Right. Okay. So let's have a look at some watches, shall we? Let's have a look and see what's going on. Mixture of stuff. So let me just share my screen. Just bear with us. I apologise. I said it will be car crashy tonight. I don't feel brilliant, but no man. That's where it goes. All right. More car crashes than normal. Okay, first we have. Okay, hang about. Patel Philip. Hang on, man. Let's just cancel the share screen a minute. Patel Philip, member for 8 months. Go on, Tickles. Shows what shite you've curated today. Yes, thank you very much. Not a posh watch in the house. You know that, mate. You absolutely know. Now, this one, you're going to need your fucking sunglasses for this one. First off, we have the new Seiko 5 Sport Moon Eyes limited edition. Now, that's a very yellow watch. I don't fucking like it, but we'll talk about it because it's out there. A bold and yellow themed that's inspired by custom car culture. So apparently, guys, I'm not down with the kids, as they say. Moon Eye car culture, custom car culture called Moon Eye. Anyone can enlighten me on them, please? What is it? What's Moon Eye to do with cars? Anyone in the chat know? Tell me. Be interesting. Perhaps okay. Does anyone know? Okay, let's have a look and see. It's probably just gonna have an NH35 in it, isn't it? It's probably gonna have nothing special apart from that. It's a bit yellow. I don't like it, but we're talking about it. So it's a bit of a cult brand, especially in the world of hot rods. Created by Dean Moon in California. Moon Eye started as a brand, first Moon equipment company, then Moon Eyes, produced and sell parts of race cars. Oh, Dean Moon was a hot rodder who built and raced cars from El Mirage Dry Lake and Bonneville Salt Flats to the drag strips. All right, interesting. Never heard of them, but obviously it's an American thing. All right. I must admit, it's an interesting texture on the dial. It's an interesting. It's got the Moon Eye emblem, sort of like in the embossed in the back of it. What does everyone think of it? Oh, Ray, sorry, woof, you were the first in there. You did. Sorry, Ray, you did. You did say woof, thank you. Sorry. Right, what does everyone think of this piece of shit then? So Ray said it's got a 4R36. Probably about 500 quid. Not the best collaboration they've done. Yes, correct. You say about 5. I reckon they're going to, not for me, John, much better. I reckon they're going to charge you more. I reckon it's going to be 850 quid. Definitely reckon it's going to be more than 500. I don't like it either. Matt H, can we see you rocking one of these, mate? You think? Yeah, you've got to be some kind of special to wear that colour, haven't you? Let's have a go. Let's have a scroll and see more about it. Yeah, it's going to have a 4R36 movement, and you said 5. So I reckon it's going to be 850 quid. So get your guesses in the chat now, guys. How much you think this thing is going to be? I'm going to go with 850 quid. So it's 42.5 and a lug to lug of 46 mil. Hardlex glass. Several design elements with black and yellow racing inspired rotating bezel, glossy, transparent acrylic with a geometric 60-minute scale. Oh, it makes it worse than that fucking strap. Deary me, really? I know I like NATO's, but that's ridiculous. Watch Prentice go for 650 quid. Invacans says 400 quid. Well, the sake as it had before this one. Yeah, I thought so, Matt. 390 euro, 900 quid. I think it's more like it, Stephen. Definitely. That's more like the kind of price it's going to be, I think. Let's have a look. Ugh. Oh, it's limited to 1,500 pieces. And it's 450 euros or GBP 390 quid. That's cheap as fucking chips, isn't it? I'm not saying it's any good, and I don't like it at all. But it's like 390 quid. Do you get the strap? What's it come with? Does it come with the? I reckon it comes with. Does it come with the strap and the bracelet? Availability. Bracelet, stainless steel 3-link brush bracelet with and the yeah, okay. So you get the bracelet and you get that horrible strap as well for, and you want to pull your pants down for 390 quid. Nah, no, not a fan at all. Okay. Next. The Konstantin Chaikin release for the Colo Bok 2. What do we think of this, guys? So there again, you've got to be out there to wear one of these, haven't you? Now, I don't know much about these, but these aren't going to be... This ain't going to be cheap, is it? Because he made... I know he made the Minions one and the Joker one. The clowns and everything else. So it's part of the permanent collection. The Colo Bok 2. Look at that. That is out there, isn't it? Am I being fucking stupid here? Right. Okay. I take it the left eye is where you tell the time, and the right is a second. Am I right? Go on, talk to me about it. How do you fucking tell the time on these things? Someone put me out my measure. Oh, Milk says, sell your Amigas and get this tickers. No, it's not my style, is it, this? It isn't. So, Watch Apprentice, a hero watchmaker, 80 to 100k. So, I'm being thick here, guys. How the fuck do you tell the time on that? Is it literally the left hand eye is the minutes, and the right hand eye is the sorry, the left hand eye is the hours, and the right hand eye is the minutes. Is that how it is? Guessing it must be. Eyes probably, yeah. Yeah, I must admit, you saw it on your wrist. You thought you'd be on magic mushrooms or something. Are you having a laugh, mate? 10k? It's going to be more than that. These are big fucking expensive things. Sure they are. I definitely think we're more on what Steve says, the 80 to 100k rather than 10k. But very surprised it's 10k. Very surprised. Movement, I've no idea. No idea what kind of movement they have on them. Okay, so a bit over a year ago, we released a new Wristmon's watch based on the Russian fairy tale Colo block, which he says is known by all since childhood. The first Russian smiley. Now it's the second one. So 40 mil by 12.2 mil. So the anthropomorphic, what the fuck? Anthropomorphic dial, what? With the mood, smile, and constantly rotating hour and minute indicators in the shape of the character's eyes, is back to the classic layout of the inaugural Wristmon's. Okay. Still want to know how the fuck to pronounce that. Anthropomorphic. There we go. Got it. Anthropomorphic. No idea what the fuck anthropomorphic means. New word I've learned at nearly the age of 59. Okay. Birthday in a couple of weeks, guys. Okay. I must admit, the movement looks a bit bland considering how much you're going to be paying for this thing, I would imagine. Don't you think? So it used to have a modified 2892 And now it's got a Jupere G200. What, they put an ETA 2892 in it? Okay. And they were charging a fuckload of money. Wow. I mean, I don't know. Could it be? Okay, Stephen L says 35 grand. Ray Harrison says 40k. Matt H says 30. Perhaps it is up near 10 grand. I just thought there were more than that. Invercanza said 50. And the reason I went with Steve, because it's Steve's favourite watchmaker. So I thought he'd have an idea. If he says 80 to 100, I thought he'd know. Interesting. Right. Let's go through and see a bit more. It's kind of interesting. I'm sure you can get a copy watch like this from Wish for about 10 quid. Okay. There we go. 17,900 Swiss. Wow. So what's that then? Is that 10 grand? Am I going to eat my fucking words? 15 grand. 15,744. Wow. 15 grand, guys. I just had the idea that there were more than that. Steve, I'm sure you could buy one, mate. You must have 15 grand knocking around. There you go. Your dream watch, mate. Oh, he hasn't got an ETA now. He's got a J Perrier movement now, Matt. But it did have an ETA 2892-A2 base movement. So I must admit, I just think they couldn't be charging 85, 90 grand for a based on an ETA movement. That's just wrong. Nah, that's kind of interesting. What else have we got? Okay. Well, we've got interesting stuff here that I've never heard of before. Okay, next one. RGM. American RGM 801 classic enamel dial. So nice enamel dial. I've never actually heard of RGM watches. They're made in Lancaster, Pena, USA. Nice enamel dial. Nice blued hands. Looks quite nice, actually. I reckon it's. I've got this feeling it's going to be quartz. That's what the Americans do. They don't put any Swiss movement in, do they? That is going to be quartz or mecha quartz. I'm saying. I'm going to call it now. No idea, but I'm going to call it now, saying it's going to be quartz or mecha quartz. Okay, independent. Oh, he says independent high-end American watch brand. All right. Maybe it's not then with being high-end. Founded in 1992 by Roland G. Murphy in Mountjoy, Pennsylvania. He trained in Switzerland. Worked in product development at Hamilton before going solo. Interesting. It's got a Han Guilloche and Grand Fu enamel dial. Okay. Okay, the brand has got an RGM's first in-house caliber, the 801. And it's now fitted in a 40mm case. Okay. So, in-house caliber 801. Interesting. What do we all think of that then? Do we like it? Okay. What should you say about America tickets? We are easily insulted these days. I wasn't slagging it off, but America aren't massive at making watches, are they? Come off it. There's Bolivar. I mean, how many American watch companies are there? You know, I'm not slagging them off at all. Certainly not. But I didn't think he went for. I mean, it didn't say Swiss made on the bottom of it, so that says to me that it didn't have a Swiss movement in. Okay, Watch Your Apprentice says he likes RGM. Ray said it's bland. Matt says nothing special, but he likes it. Okay. Okay, let's just try and find a bit more about it. Just bear with us. Bum, 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 bum. Right. Okay, sorry, I just closed the page by accident, which you shouldn't have. Right. Okay. Let's have a bit of a scroll and see what else we can find out about this. I reckon this is going to be gonna go for price in US dollars, and they reckon it's high end. 7.5 grand, maybe. Because then I said on the scale of things, because the American watches make 7.5 grand is probably quite high end for an American watch, isn't it? I reckon 7.5 grand. I think it looks a bit tight on his wrist, put that way, doesn't it? Nice leather strap. Quite like the leather strap. I do like it. It is plain, but it's quite nice. With that blue hands and the enamel dial and everything. For smaller 40mm case and a much slimmer profile of 9.3mm. Yeah, I think it's quite nice. Whether I'd want to pay 8.5 grand for it, I don't know. Oh, Ray Harris is going lowballing at 3,500 US. Stephen L's going with 7 grand. Watch Apprentice is kicking in there with 20 grand. Somehow case now high end for America. Don't make us dump our tea in the harbour again. Right, let's go through and have a look. The brand Grandview enamel dials are trusted to a master enameler in Switzerland to make them. Ah, right. So you get somebody in Switzerland makes that dial. Okay, let's have a look and see. Oh, that movement looks very nice. Wow, I like that movement. That does look quite nice. I've seen worse looking movements. So I'm guessing this is limited edition. It says 801/40. So what is that? They're making 801 altogether, and that's number 40. All right. And let's make it 801 because the manual winding caliber 801, maybe. That's why they're making 801. That's why I think. I do like that movement. Ray says fabulous looking movement. It is, absolutely. 20k USD after seeing the back. I must admit that my 7.5 sounds a bit shit, doesn't it, when you look at the back? If it was 7.5, you're getting a hell of a watch, aren't you, with that back like that? Wow. Yeah, okay. Let's go through and have a look. An annual production of fewer than 300 timepieces. Customization is a big deal. In addition to the movement, the dial on the hands can also be customized by selecting a pre-existing dial. Wow. US dollars, 14,900 USD. That's quite cheap, isn't it? 14,900 American. Yeah. That's quite a good price for that. considering they produce more than 300 timepieces. Less than 300 timepieces a year. That's cheap. Mark Bowman, good to see you, mate. Hope you're doing well. Ray said he'd what did he say? He'd swap 4-pack of Curly Whirlies for it. Curly Whirlies. Can he still buy Curly Whirlies? I must admit, I can't remember where I've been to a shop to buy chocolate for ages. I got to be careful eating chocolate around here because chocolate murders dogs. You can't drop any chocolate that kills dogs. So Curly Whirly, from what I remember, just falls apart. Chocolate just goes all over the place. And these two retards will just go and sniff around with anything. So no, we try and avoid chocolate in this house. Right, we digress. Sorry. Sorry, guys. I feel fucking rough. Right, next one. The exotic Perrelay Turbine Pink Flamingo. Calling all fans of the 1980s hit TV series Miami Vice. His Turbine has your name on it. Right. So either Tubbs or Crockett wore one of these. Wonder which one. Which one of them? Okay. Wow. With a pink strap. Surely not. It's just inspired by the over-top pastel styling of the 1980s hit TV series Man Vice. Oh, right. So it's one of I must admit, it would have been Crockett, wouldn't it? He used to wear pink T-shirts, so he would have worn one of these. But I very much doubt he did, sorely. Perez painted to double rotor of 1995, which features a second rotor on the dial connected to the rear rotor and the automatic movement. Okay. Okay, looks kind of all right. Would anyone rock this? Who'd be brave enough to rock this with a pink integrated rubber strap? What do we think, guys? Are we a fan? Oh, Ray says dogs would have to eat a lot of chocolate. Oh, right. I say they could eat a little bit, could they? Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. Okay, Ray said keep it. Okay. Anyone else rock this? With the pink strap? Anybody fancy it? It's like a mad one, but not cool. Yeah, that's true. That's true. 41 mil matte black DLC titanium case with 100 meters water resistant and a height of 13.9 millimeters. Fluted recessed areas on the case flank and geometric lugs securing the pink rubber strap. Okay, there you go. Right, triggering straight away. He's wearing it too far down his fucking wrist over the knuckle. He should be wearing it. I don't know. Some people do, but usually the best bit is to wear it further up the wrist, not over the knuckle. So that's fucking triggering me straight away. But never mind, that's just me. Okay. The spectacle is guaranteed as the black propellers on the dial spin to reveal the lower dial with its pink flamingo turbine. The faster the turbine spins, the more areas of the sub-dial it reveals. A time-only model, luminescent razor Arabic numerals and hour markers are placed on the peripheral track along with the minutes. Okay, there's the back of it. Yeah, looks nice. Quite like that. Yeah, I quite like that movement. Movement looks nice. Perrelay benefits from movements produced by its sister company, Soprod. So it's a caliber P331MH, as in an in-house movement with cost certified and chronofiable chronometer certification. It's regulating organ. It's got an organ, guys. Beats a 28,800 VPH. Right. Price, guys. What are they going to charge you for this? No idea. Never heard of Perrelay. Never heard of that movement. No idea how good it is. It's a bit gimmicky. It's not actually got any Miami Vice connection particularly. It's just harking back. And it's only people of around my age and maybe slightly younger who remember Miami Vice. Great series. Right. How much are they going to charge you for this thing? I'm going to say 2,800. Watch Prentice says 2K. Nicholas said too much. Stephen L says 11K. Really? Wow. Ray says looks cheap, 500 quid at a push. I don't think it's going to be 500. I don't think it's going to be 11K, but that's it. I don't know. So AP strap Hamage. Yeah, true. Watch Prentice says not for him. Mark says not for him. You're right. It is something like an AV8, isn't it? That's right. Okay. Let's go through and have a look then and see what price we've got on this. Official retailers worldwide, and it is $5,250, 4,980 euro. Too much. Too much. It's like Tudor Black Bay money for some gimmicky that you never fucking heard of. Rather stick with the Black Bay. Aye. Ooh, okay. Now, when I first saw this, I thought, oh God, I thought it's Seiko again, brought out and yet another fucking fancy dial, but it's not. It is Citizen. Well, virtually the same, isn't it? Citizen Series 8/831 mechanical with a crisp iced blue dial. That's actually quite nice. I'm quite interested, just thinking on what the 831 mechanical bit is when it says Series 8 automatic above 6 o'clock. On that title, I would have thought it's got a mechanical. Well, yeah, it is a mechanical movement, but I would have sort of hand wind maybe. But yeah, it is a mechanical movement. It's true, yeah. So there's any need to put that word in. I would associate a mechanical with being hand wind, but no, okay. So it's got an automatic movement in. What do we all think of it, kids? I actually quite like it. Let's just close this page down. Matt H likes it. Bobby said there's no need. What? Just no need for that watch then at all. Okay, interesting. Chapek homage. Okay. Well, damn sight fucking cheaper than a Chapek, wasn't it? Ah, okay. Interesting. It's a nice style, isn't it? I must admit, it is. What kind of movements gonna have in? Citizen, what they're gonna put in it? One of their own, or what's it gonna have in? Myota, right. Another question. Thanks, Bob. So Dr. Bob says Series 8 citizens all have the good 9,000 series Myota movement. Okay. Yeah, because they own Myota, don't they, citizens? So makes sense, doesn't it? So it's not any fancy metal or anything like that, is it? It's just amazing limited edition. Quite like it. Okay. Trendy colour and cool texture, they mate. Okay. Long reserve for the Japan domestic market. Right, so it's a JDM, is it? Right, okay, interesting. Yeah, I do like it. I like the texture of the dial, that detailing is really nice, definitely. So the 830 and 831 mechanical models share the same overall design and are the most streamlined versions of the Series 8 collection. 40 mil, 11.6 millimeter thick, sharp timepiece, not lacking in character. So stamped texture that inspired by rays of sunlight reflecting off crystal clear blue ocean waters. Yeah, it looks like quite a nice watch. It doesn't mention them. Does it mention about the it's going to be a Myota, isn't it? Okay. Oh, right. Under the transparent back, in-house caliber 9051. A mid-range automatic at 4 hertz, boasting 42 hours of power reserve. So is that 9051? Is that based on a Myota then? Is it? I've not heard of that movement, actually. If anyone knows anything about that movement, pop your comments down below. And Nicholas says 600 quid. Now I'm going a bit more than that because it's not the Myota. I don't know much about that. I'm going to go with 1,200 quid. Yeah, Bob's got Series 8 iron. He reckons at least 1,250. I'm going with 1,200. So Nicholas going with 600. Ray's going with 1K. Stephen L's going with 1,500. Yeah, I think it's that move. I think that movement's going to put the price up a bit. Is it limited edition on the back here? It was trying to look at the back now. It says it's okay. No. Okay, worldwide limited to 1,800 pieces. Euro 895 or US $1,300. Ray Ray was nearly there. He had 1,250. He was nearly there, Ray Ray. Well done. Yeah. That's quite nice, that. I've seen worse. Right. What else have we got? Now, Stour. Aren't we right? Chile. Aren't we right? We discussed Stour a couple of weeks ago. Aren't they? Stour, aren't they one that comes in that catalogue that you send you through the fucking post? Or am I imagining, is it not Stour? Where do I know the words? Where do I know the name Stour from? Because I reckon it's a faithful recreation of an historic pilot's watch. Someone remind me where Stour comes from. They reckon it's one of the most legitimate brands when it comes to Flieger watches. Perhaps I don't know. I'm imagining. I don't know where I don't know where I've seen Stour before. It is that awful catalogue. I thought it was. Well, these guys are touting it and saying it's pretty good. Evening, Doxy. How you doing, mate? All right. Yeah, Stour. Oh, that's Stour. Oh, right. Stour is mail order. Right. So it wasn't. That's where I'm thinking store. Right. Not Stow. That's right. The name. Okay. It sounded like it. Thanks, mate. So it's not this brand. They're loving this brand somehow. They reckon it's quite good. I mean, it's very plain Jane, isn't it? But it's a Flieger. It literally is a pilot's watch, 3-hander to tell the time very quickly. With very, very large dial, everything. Yeah. It works. I quite like this, actually. I've no idea what movement it's going to have in. I reckon it's going to be at least 40 mil or 42 mil, perhaps. Okay. It looks like it's got a nice strap on it. Oversized cases to be worn over flight jackets. That was the historical one. So let's have a look. So 42 mil, 13.5 mil tall. The case has been blasted to an extra matte finish. Sapphire crystal. FL 23883 on the left-hand side. Yeah, and it's quite nice. I reckon this is going to be about. I reckon it's going to be a hand wind movement. Hopefully it is. And it's going to be about 450 quid. What movement do you reckon this is in, guys? If you don't know, what's going to have in it? Yeah, but Matt, they don't do a Flieger, really, do they? The Hamiltons, if you're thinking about the khaki field, if that's what you're thinking of, different kind of watch. Khaki field is not a Flieger. If you're thinking that, it's a different beast, isn't it? This is a different beast. This is the pilot's watch, not a field watch. It's pilot. It's a BU pilot's watch. I think this. So 400 quid, you reckon? Salita or Soprod? Ah, okay. Maybe Salita then. Casio Boulevard Citizen, the roads I like to travel. Yeah. Stephen Elson, 700 quid. I say 450 quid still, but we'll have a look and see. Okay. Traditionally be a watch fitted with large hand wound movements. Story is it's a new Unitas. It's got a Unitas caliber 2812. Oh no, sorry, it used to have a Unitas. Now it's got it's still Unitas. Right? The old one was Unitas 2812. So now traditionally were fitted with large hand wound movements. Story used a Unitas caliber 2812. Which comply with modern standards, however, the Flieger original use and announced Unitas 6498-1 converted to central seconds. Right, still got a Unitas movement in. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, look at that. That's nice. It's quite a nice movement, that, isn't it? That just looks nice, that. It was 450 quid. It's quite a nice watch. Look at that. Wow. Quite impressed with that. The old school large hand wound movement fills the case almost entirely. Right, so old school hand wound. Brilliant, with 46 hours power reserve. I do like that movement. That movement looks very nice. Obviously, the purists who say won't think it shouldn't have an open case back, because obviously a proper Flieger, flight Flieger wouldn't have an open case back. So you can have it on a steel Milanese bracelet. That would look nice on a Milanese bracelet. Okay, so it's 52.3 millimeters lug to lug. That's quite big. But, yeah. A big old parcel of a watch, but it's how it should be. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. €2,990, which is on the high side for the brand. but there's some extensive work done on the movement, layout, and finishing, resulting in a very appealing package. Wow. Must admit, yeah. Nearly 3,000 euros, guys, for a 3-hander. The saving grace, I said, is the movement there, but still, it's a fucking lot of money. A lot of money to shell out on a 3-hander like that, isn't it? A hand wind 3-hander. Interesting. Okay. Right. Next. Now, these are all over Facebook. Redwood. Standard issue Commando GMT watch. I don't think they're fucking issue to anybody. I really don't. They're just trying to play on the style of being a, you know, I mean, all right, if door kickers do have it as a private buy, maybe they do, but I don't think anyone wears these on the wrists of the military. They just got that military kind of look. It looks nice. I do actually quite like it. And besides, a commando guy having a GMT. Yeah, it looks quite nice. Oh, he's got an old style. Is that one of those old style stretchy bracelets as well? That looks quite nice. So it was founded in 2014. Redwood, family-owned Canadian brand that focuses on reimagining vintage designs with modern materials and manufacturing techniques. Military-themed tool watch with a sapphire crystal, reliable automatic movement that is soberly priced at just a few $100s. I actually quite like that. If Brian was here now, he'd be all gooey-eyed, wouldn't it? 'Cause it's a GMT, and Brian loves his GMT. But yeah, I wouldn't see him paying a few £100 for it. Look at that bracelet. That bracelet is a winner, I think, as well. I like that bracelet a lot. Right. Let's see what the comments see, what everybody thinks of it. Harley military issue. Yeah, correct. Harley military issue. It does look quite nice. I must admit, I do actually like the bracelet. Shirley said I'd rather buy a vintage piece. Yeah, but you probably won't get a vintage piece for a couple of £100, would you? Like that, maybe? I don't know. Maybe you would. Standard issue to who? Action Man toy. Thanks very right. Matt H likes, yeah. If you want a just cheap GMT for some reason without giving a shit whether you're going to knock it or anything like that. He's a fine young man, is that, Tickers? Young? Fucking hell. 59, mate, in a few weeks' time. Jesus. At the moment, I feel rough as assholes. Right. I missed anybody here. Someone's referenced Brian. Is Brian in the chat? No, Brian's not in the chat, is he? We missed him. No, Brian's not in the chat. Right, what do we... I like this. I do like the bracelet that I quite like. So the standard issue collection consists of timepieces loosely inspired by famous military field watches such as the A-17, the MACV SOG Seiko used during the Vietnam War. Yeah, MACV SOG, mate. They're fucking watches to have. Few people do that. I've got a Seiko, which is like a bit of a nod to a MACV SOG. If you get hold of an original MACV SOG, they're worth getting hold of. So anyone doesn't know what the fuck I'm on about, MACV SOG was a specialist army made up of different branches of the USA military, like Marines and things like that. And they went to fight in the Vietnam War, but they were completely under the fucking radar. Only the president of the United States, and I think like one other person, knew about them, knew they existed. It was just absolutely, it was absolutely was it deniable plausibility, whatever. It was completely and utterly under the radar. And they've got the infamous kind of thing that every single one was injured or killed. So every single one, if they didn't die, they all got an injury at some point in their time in MacV-SOG. It was that brutal. But they just went out and did like blowing up bridges and stuff like that, but completely under the radar. And the watches they wanted, they went out and bought some Seiko watches, which, because they wanted a watch that wasn't identifiable with Americans, so they couldn't buy a Bolivar or anything like that. They had to be complete nondescript watches. So the guy running the team just went out and bought a footload of certain models, 3 models of Seiko, and they've kind of been known as the MacV-SOG Seikos. I have seen some go for sale occasionally. Anyhow, yeah, okay. So, Commander GMT RV offers the most original design, and rather than being based on specific one for military archives, it's broadly inspired by Camp X, which was an elite training group for Allied spies established in Ontario during World War II. Ah, okay. That's something new. Didn't know about that. Okay, Camp X. Okay, it's reminiscent of a vintage Rolex Explorer with a GMT bezel missing, which is famously worn by Marlon Brando in the 1979 film Apocalypse Now. Yeah, I do like it. I like the finish on the dial. I think that's actually quite nice. 316 stainless steel. Yeah, I actually quite like that. How much this is going to be? What? I reckon 280 quid. 280 quid, I reckon. Someone's so 400 there. 400 GBP. Yeah, Matt H likes it. Yeah, it's a nice little watch, isn't it? But okay, interesting. Okay, 100-meter water resistant, solid screw down case back, and grade with a large X and coordinates in Ontario, where Camp X was previously located. I'm intrigued about this bracelet, guys. Let's see if we can find out about this bracelet. 38mm by 12.8mm thick, including additional height of the dome sapphire crystal. Staying true to the tool watch theme, Redwood Standard Edition collection, the lugs of the Commando GMT featured drilled spring bar holes, and they are set standard 20mm. Okay. Just trying to find something. Come on, guys. Tell us about... Oh, now Loom's quite nice as well. Tell us about the bracelet, please, guys. It's like one of them bone clips, isn't it? It's like a bone clip bracelet, which I'd imagine these Camp X guys would have had. Okay. Yeah, okay. So it's got an NH34 automatic movement. Okay. But I want to find out about the bracelet. Don't like it on the strap. It's the bracelet I like. A variety of different strap options, including several different 2-piece leather straps, a black tropic-style rubber strap, and multiple different NATO straps made from either nylon or leather. However, also available for the model is the bone clip, I called it, styled stainless steel bracelet that offers a wrap-around design with a clasp that crooks directly onto its links to create a near-infinite range of adjustability. The design of the bone clip dates back to the 1920s, and while its jangly link structure hardly offers the experience of a precision crafted product, extremely lightweight, breathable on the wrist. Yeah, I do like it on the bone clip because that's how it probably would have been. So I'm gonna do some research, guys, on the Camp X special forces. 'Cause I didn't know about them. Yeah, look at that. That bracelet's cool, isn't it? That is cool. Yeah, there's quite a lot of love for that, I think. I mean, the leather strap just looks like a standard leather strap. If it didn't have the bone clip on, I think it deserves to be on a tropic strap, a bit like the Charlie Sheen watch, which I can't remember. The Seiko. Can't remember the film, but you know the one I mean. Someone will come up and type it in the chat. But that was on a tropic strap. Okay, the term of affordable is often used laughable subject. So $383 on the bone clip bracelet, which makes it less expensive than one of the Swatch X Blancpain collaboration watches. Okay, that's interesting. I quite like that. I'm actually going to just visit the Redwood site and see. Have a quick look and see how much that is in British pounds. Right, sorry guys, I'm just going off piece a minute. I'm just having a look in British pounds for this GMT. Where the fuck? Okay, so I'm just saying this one on the right hand side here. That's basically a bit like the MACV SOG watch. If someone spots it before I do, just give us a shout. GM standard issue. GMT Commando GMT automatic. There we go. The bone clip bracelet. 279 English quid. Oh, 306. 306 on the bone clip. So the shadowy world of espionage, Camp X was established in Ontario during World War II, the ultimate training ground for Allied spies. Here agents were trained in covert operations, cryptography, and guerrilla warfare, shaping the tactics of intelligence warfare. Designed as civilians who relied on... Oh, right. Okay. Learn something new every day. Didn't know about Camp X. And didn't know they had GMTs. I like that with that bone clip bracelet. That is quite nice. Quite impressed with that, actually. Quite like that. Okay. Right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for putting up with my ramblings. So I'm going to feel a bit shit, actually. I think I'm going to be probably full-blown ill by the end of the fucking week. I can see it. So, hope everybody who's going on Saturday enjoys the show. I actually think they could have made it 2 days, to be honest. It's probably, I mean, I went last year and it's absolutely bonkers busy. It really ramped up in the afternoon. I mean, the queue was out the door when I got there, and the queue for the Studio Underdog was complete and utterly bonkers as well. Massive queue for Studio Underdog. And a massive queue for everyone. It got really, really busy in the afternoon. So I think that show should be, they could easily get away with having it in 2 days. And then it might just be less busy over the 2 days. I don't think you could, you couldn't kind of, you couldn't walk. You couldn't walk comfortably in the afternoon because it was so busy. Just an overnight, mate. I'm going on the... What am I going? 26th of June in the morning. Checking in the hotel and then immediately getting a bus, which they put on to Malahide Castle, because apparently You get a train, yeah, you get lots of things, but the train will be very, very busy. So I've gotten there's a bus that you charter for €16 return, which will get me straight to Malahide Castle. Watch Neil Young rock out, and then get the bus back, and then get in the train the next morning. Okay, sorry, get the plane next morning back. So just a quick, sharp blast. Should be good. Looking forward to it, mate. Yeah, should be good. Chili Badger said, special bus service for our tickets, window licking special. That's correct. You got it. Yes. You got it, mate. Right, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Been great as always. Thank you, Chili, for modding. Not that you need to, because everyone is well behaved and it's great. Thank you, everybody. I'm going to retire to my bed very soon because I'm knackered. Because I'm ill. Right, everybody. I will see you next Tuesday. Good night. Tell you what, this is the right intro, shall we? An outro. Good night.